Welcome to Creation Station. Today we are going to be making thumbprint creations. We're going to be making pictures using our thumbs and our fingertips. The supplies that you need for this project are paper. You can use plain white paper or any colored paper, whatever you prefer. Fine tip markers or pens. So I have some felt tip pens that I can use. A regular ballpoint pen will work, or a fine tipped Sharpie. Any of those will work, depending on what you're gonna make. And you'll also need either an ink pad or thick markers. I like using the thick markers because I know not everybody has ink pads at home, and with the markers, you have a much wider variety of colors that you can use for your project. You're also going to want to make sure that you have some baby wipes or paper towels or easy access to a sink to wash your hands, because this does get a little bit messy. So we're going to start with some basics first. It is super easy. All you have to do is press your thumb or finger into the ink pad or use a marker to color your finger. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to use the marker and just color the very tip of my finger like this. And then we're gonna press it on the paper to make a thumbprint. It's that easy. You can use any finger you want. I'll show you with my other finger, and you can put it in any direction that you want. So it can go up and down or sideways. If you use your thumb, it's probably gonna be a little bit bigger and wider. If you use other fingers, it's gonna be narrower depending on the side. You can also use the side of your hand, and in one of the scenes that we're going to do later, I'm going to show you what that will look like. Or you could even, if you want a really small one, use your fingertip, and then you're going to get a little circle like that. Okay, so we are going to start with a couple of easy techniques before we move on to making some nice scenes. Let's start by making some people. As you can see, I have all of the ink blobs already on my paper. So I'm going to show you about how you can make some different emotions with yours. So we're going to start, just add some eyes and a mouth, and we have a happy little person. You could also make him sad. Let's add a little bit more expression, and we can make him angry. And then we add a similar start, but we're gonna do the little lines in the opposite direction. And now he's worried. So we can add some details like hair. All you need to do is make really simple scribbles. So you can just give him some short hair like this. We can give her some curly hair like this. We can do some crazy hair. And we can even give him some facial hair, like that. You could also add some sunglasses, or regular glasses. If you want to make them sunglasses, then just color them in, and you got sunglasses. Then we also will add some legs and some arms. Okay, so we have this guy up here, but what if we want to make him look like he's walking? You would just change the face to be a little bit on the side, and we're going to do a little bit different motion with the arms here, and we'll give him feet going in this direction, so you can see he is walking in this direction. How about running? We'll give him a little bit of extra movement there. And now this guy's running. It looks like he's going a little bit faster. You can even make your little person look like they are jumping. We'll give him some arms, and his legs are going to be bent like this. Let's give him a little block to jump over. And now it looks like he's jumping over the black. Another thing you can do is you can add a few extra clues to the drawing, and it's going to give a little bit more context so you can tell what he's doing. So I'll show you here. We're going to make this person look just like the running person, like this. But what if we give him some headphones and add some music notes? Now it looks like he's dancing instead of running. Let's try making some animals. You can do these with the thumbprints in any direction. So you can make it going up straight, or you can put it on its side, and that's going to depend on what animal you want to make. All right, so let's start with this orange one up here. How about we make this one a little cat? We'll give him some whiskers, little pointy ears, and a tail. And now we have a cat. It's super easy, just adding a few simple drawings like that. So now we have this pink one here. How about if we make this one a pig? We're going to give him some ears over here. And he has a different shaped nose. We'll give him 4 legs and a little curly tail. There we have our little pig. And then let's see, what should we do with this one? Let's give him some big round ears, big eyes, a nose, a giant smile, some wavy arms, and let's give him a tail. So it doesn't have to be a real animal. You can just make your own little creation with it. Another thing you can do is you can combine thumbprints to make animals with a little bit more details. So we have this one right here. We're going to give him eyes at the top of his head like this. Can you see already what he's going to be? Give him some nostrils and a big smile. We'll give 2 front legs here and then side legs right here. And we have a little frog. I'm going to use a black Sharpie for this one. We can give him an eyeball. Let's give him, let's give him some legs here. How about some claws? And maybe some sharp, jagged teeth. And then it looks kind of like an alligator or a dragon or something fun like that. You can also combine colors to make different things. So for this one, we're going to give him some eyes at the top of his head and some cute little antenna, maybe some wings, and then some stripes. And we have a little bee. This one here is nice and simple too. We can give this little thing a beak and a beak here, little eye, and add some detail to the brown spots. And we have 2 birds in a nest. So now that we've talked about some of the basics, let's make a few scenes. The first one we're going to do is a bug collection. What you can do is you can just put random thumbprints anywhere you want on the page and then see what you can come up with. Or you can plan it out ahead what you might want to do. I planned mine out ahead today. So this guy right here, we're going to give him a bunch of eyes and then 8 legs. And we have a cute little spider. This one here, we're going to make into a butterfly. So let's make the middle part of it right here. Give him some antenna. And there you go, easy as pie. If you want to, you can leave it like that, or you can go ahead and trace around the outline to give it a little bit more definition. Whichever way you think it's going to look best. All right, let's get a dark marker here. We're going to take this red one and we will color in the top part of it. Give him some antenna, a line down the back, and some dots. And now we have a ladybug. Okay, so for the brown one here, I'm going to go ahead and outline this one like I did with the butterfly. And then I'm going to give him a body here. And we have a little slug. All right, let's go down to this one here. I bet you can probably guess what that one might be. This is going to be the very hungry caterpillar, like in the book. And then we'll just give him a bunch of legs. Just like this. So that, again, I combined 4 green thumbprints with 1 red one to make that ladybug. All right, let's come to this one here. We'll give it some antenna and a smiley face and some wings, and we'll give him some stripes. And that's a little bug there too. We can make a beetle out of the brown one. You don't have to do everything with the thumbprint. You can draw on an extra face if you want. I'm going to make him a striped beetle. Just like that. Just like this one, we added some extra pieces. I'm going to do that over here too. So we'll give him an antenna and some eyes. We'll make the smiley face come down here. And here, I'm going to add a bunch of circles to make his body. We'll give him big wings like this. And then we have a little dragonfly. We have one more up here. Let's give him some antenna and a little smiley face. And we'll give him some cute little wings here too. Just like that. Now I think because it's yellow and it's kind of hard to see, I'm going to go ahead and outline that one so it makes the yellow easier to see. All right, let's make another little beetle over here. We'll give him a face, a smile, a little antenna, a bunch of stripes, and how about a lot of little legs? There you go. Now you have your own little bug collection made of bugs with your thumbprints. All right, let's move on and do an underwater scene. Again, I have the thumbprints already added to the page. I have some that are just single. These are my thumb that I did sideways like this. And then some I did straight up and down. This you can see I did a big thumbprint on the side, and then I used my pinky and made little dots on the edges there. This one here, I started with my index finger and made it smaller and smaller, and then ended with just my fingertip. This is the one I was saying earlier where you can put the marker on the side of your hand and then cup it onto the page like that to get a different shape. All right, so let's create something with this. Since we have an underwater scene, we're gonna start with this on top And we're gonna give this a sail and make that into a sailboat. I think this would make a really cute duck. Give him an eye, a wing, and a little tail. And then we need to have little flippers. Like that, and he's swimming along the top of the water. All right, the green, I think, would make a perfect turtle. Let's give him a head with a smile, some legs, and then we can color in the back to make his shell. All right, down here, how about a crab? So let's give him some legs down here. Connect the claws here, and then give him some eyeballs. There we go, we got a nice little crab there. You can coordinate the markers that you use if you want. So I'm gonna give my purple blob some legs to make an octopus or a squid. Let's make a little fish here. Give him a little tail, add some extra scales, and then we got a nice little fish. Over here, we can make this guy, put a line across him, and then just give some squiggly lines, and we have a jellyfish. Let's have a little bird flying up top. We'll give him a little beak, some wings, an eye, and since he's flying, we'll put his legs flying way back, like that. This one, we are gonna make into a whale. So we'll trace him to give him a body. And then add the back tail to it, give him a fin, an eye, and a mouth. And how about a scuba diver? So we'll give him some eyes. We gotta give him a mask. And the scuba snorkel. Give him some legs with the flippers. And now we have an underwater scene with creatures made only from your fingerprints with a few extra designs added to it. So now you can make your very own fingerprint scene. You can make a prehistoric scene with dinosaurs, a zoo, a garden, a jungle, anything you want. Just use your imagination. If you need some inspiration, we have lots of books at the library that will show you how to make all sorts of different creations with fingerprints and thumbprints. Come on in and ask us and we'd be happy to show you where those are. So have fun, and again, make sure you wash your hands really well after doing this. It might take a few times washing them to get all of the marker off, but it will be worth it because you will have some awesome thumbprint creations when you are done. Have a great week.